Because I'm
not lifting the warrant. No, listen to me. You just want the warrant lifted. Why do you need the warrant lifted? So you come in here and you want me to do you a favor when you've been spitting on us for 11 months and now come in here at 11 months and now come in here and tell me I just want the warrant lifted. Maybe I don't want to lift the warrant. Maybe I want to send you to jail. You think I'm kidding, don't you?
No, I don't think you're kidding.
What do you need the warrant lifted for?
I mean, because I tried.
Well, maybe. Listen. You have ignored us completely for 11 months. I don't want to hear I forgot about it. That's not an issue. You didn't forget about it. I mean, if you forgot about it, then you're even more irresponsible than I think. And that's hard for me to imagine at this point. I want the warrant lifted. I wanted to be president. We don't get everything we want. You come here with no money. Why aren't you working? You said you do some transportation. How much do you make?
I make 18 hours.
How many hours do you work?
Like 7, I'm pretty sure.
70?
7 hours a day is we get about.
How many days do you work?
4. We got
4?
Yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So you work 28 hours a week. Why aren't you working more? Prime earning years of your life. 28 hours a week, $18 an hour. That's somewhere in the neighborhood of $520 a week gross. You gotta make it. Did you graduate?
Yeah.
Why aren't you working?
I don't know, Barbara. It's just been slow, so I just need transportation.
I wish everybody could do this just for a couple of days and we'll find out how irresponsible society is. You know that?
I can pay them first.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Where are you going to get that kind of money?
I'm gonna get it from my dad. Well,
Mortgage. Where do you work?
I actually do transportation, but I was actually going through a separation with my wife, so I hadn't been out here. And I totally slipped.
You make it sound like you live in Brownstown, right?
Yeah, but we're doing a separation, so I kind of stand rumless these last. Like,
it's not that far.
Yeah, but I didn't get the memo, so it was a real.
Didn't get the memo.
Just my house was a little off, so okay.
How old are you?
I'm 40. But
time to grow up, don't you think? Tell me when you're going to pay this.
In 4 years, son?
I can give you a payment.
No, I just want the warrant. Just want to get this cleared up.
I'm going to let you pay $50 a week, and we're going to start this beginning. Now, I don't care if you want to get it from your dad, you get it from your dad. Pay $50 per week beginning February the 20th. If you don't have the money, I'm reissuing the warrant. Okay? If you call the court and say, Judge, I don't have the money, I had a bad week, no problem. But you can't do this. You got to act more responsible than this. So you call the court. If you don't have the money, no problem. Call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give you an extension. Stop ignoring courts. It's a bad habit. Good luck. Knights Lane Holding LLC. You're all set. 25B82558, 25B82632.
Yeah. The voting. Yeah, there's a vote.
Ma'am, what is your name?
So that's
Whoa, 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 whoa. You got to go 10 times as loud as that. Nice and loud.
so that's already.
What is your position with Knights Lane? You're not a lawyer, are you? Or are you?
Yeah.
Listen, so now this has blossomed. Actually, this is Judge Heston's case, isn't it? Heather, I think this is Judge Heston's, right? Or not? Oh, you got show caused. You show caused the owner. Where you been? Why haven't you shown up?
I was trying to coordinate with the city about this, and I already,
We've sent notices out.
the one that I,
Wait a minute. I want you to listen to me. I can't hardly hear you. You haven't shown up in this courthouse on 2 different dates that we gave you. And now we had to show cause you as the owner as to why you shouldn't be held in contempt and be sent to jail. Listen, you need a lawyer, and you need a lawyer fast. You need to hire a lawyer. You can't represent the corporation on a criminal case. Why you been blowing us off? Now keep your voice up. I need to hear you. I can't hardly hear you.
no, I needed to come to court. This was the first time I saw the notice that I needed. And
Heather, is this not Judge Husson's?
Judge, there should be 2 cases for night's holding. One is ours that she needs to be. Oh, wait, you know what? Now that I'm looking, I'm sorry. The one that she needs to be arraigned on is showing it falls under her. But let me just double check that date. I also did, while I have you on here, receive a phone call from an attorney at the end of the day yesterday saying that they were going to be retained. They just couldn't make the court date today, but they never filed a
As far as that, they know better than that. We're not adjourning everything. So a lawyer, I'm sorry, if we don't have an appearance, as far as I'm concerned, the lawyer who purportedly was going to represent them is not the lawyer representing them. It's basic. They should have known that the first day they got out of law school.
So, Judge, I'm looking in the non-payment one is ours, and the one that she
I
has
see.
never been arraigned on is Judge Husson's.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm rescheduling these. Can you spell your name for me again?
Odessa,
Odessa,
it's the company Odessa, and last name Codilla.
Codilla. All right. I'll just make a note you appeared. We're rescheduling this. You need a lawyer. Reschedule. This is going to go primarily on Judge Hesson. So what are we doing? The 25th?
That would be a crossover on our day. We could do that though.
Well, whatever day.
Or she has them on March 4th.
What's that?
March 4th, Judge Husson has Brownstown.
Does anybody have Brownstown next week?
She does have it on the 18th, yes.
I'm going to reschedule this to February 18th. We'll do it 9:45. You need a lawyer, okay? I mean, we sent the ticket. You got to be careful with this. This ticket was issued back in April of 25.
Your Honor, for some reason, I saw the ticket last month and I was trying to coordinate with the city about how to go about this.
Here's what needs to happen. They think this is what happened, just so you know. They wrote you for failure to register your room. When you didn't show up on the civil infraction, it turned into a misdemeanor. So now you have a civil infraction you're in default on, that the company is in default on, that they owe 198 on. And you got, you paid this?
I think that when I became aware of it, I've been asking the city how I can pay it. And initially we misunderstood because I couldn't find it online. And then
How'd you pay it? Did you pay it through?
when I was able to, I kept trying something because I was finally able to talk to somebody yesterday to get assistance that could guide me in it. And then they told me how to pay, but initially
All right, let's slow down. Did you pay it at the court?
the online payment system.
Do we have,
Not if she paid it within the last couple or the last 24 hours. Prior to that, it has not been paid, Judge.
It went through yesterday, the payment
How long
file.
does that take for us to figure that out when they pay
I
on the
can-
night?
If she used the one system, I can look right now. I'm gonna look. and
Yeah,
see if-
look now, and I got a better idea if she's.
Ma'am, did you pay on the site that charged a fee?
The e-courts, mentioned the e-courts,
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that did not go through, Judge. We don't have no payment.
they emailed me the receipt though.
Well, listen, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you go down the hall. You see if you can resolve this with her. If she pays this, I'm gonna send it to Brownstown. They might just go ahead and dismiss the misdemeanor. But I need proof. So can you figure that out? Do I need to send the file down, or can you do it with her just going down and showing you her receipt?
She can come down with the receipt and we can look at it.
Go down there and we'll figure something out. But you can't ignore these things, okay? All right, go down and talk to her. We'll see if you paid. If she has, tell me. I'm going to call in Miss Foley Carter on this, okay? Thanks.
It's
You're going to go out that exit. See the doors in the back? And then go all the way down the end of the hall, okay? All right, thanks. National Electric LLC, 26B82503. Good morning, counsel. How are you?
Good morning. Todd Barrett, on behalf of National Electric.
So you registered with the company registered with the township, and they're going to just go ahead and dismiss, right?
That's my understanding. There's a motion to dismiss. We have no objection to that. We have verified. They have registered with the township, and then any issues with a permit or inspection have been handled. So-
Okay. All right, good enough. They moved to dismiss, case dismissed. Good to see you, Mr. Barrett.
Yeah.
You take care. Which one do you have?
I have Mr. Wilson. He is in the street spot blowing in the silver link right now.
He's what?
He's blowing in the silver link right now.
Okay,
He had a 9 o'clock. So,
okay.
well, he's
Okay.
here. He's just,
Did you talk to the prosecutor yet?
we're ready to go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Are they here?
James Sparrow, on behalf of Mr. Wilson in this matter.
Sir, your name?
Reginald Wilson Jr.
All right, so we have a charge of super drunk. We have a charge of PBT refusal. He's going to plead responsible to that charge, PBT refusal. They're going to dismiss the super drunk. He's going to plead guilty to operating when impaired. True?
That's correct.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
If you do that, possible penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 300. He just had a case.
2 years ago. And this is a sobriety court refusal. Or a sobriety court fraud.
Oh, it's going to be, is that right?
Yes, there were notations on the other plate.
Okay,
And I can let you know, he does have his sheet. He is doing sober link, and he has already had an intake at 2 sessions with a counselor at Delaware Regs. We went over the sobriety court checklist, and he does want to.
he understands I have to immobilize this vehicle today, right?
Today, we talked about that, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay, so if you plead guilty to operating while impaired, the possible penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all of those. 4 points will be added to your traffic record. Your license would be suspended or revoked, in this case, revoked. Your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized. It will have to be immobilized. So I'm gonna have to order that immobilized. Your license will be revoked effective in the next couple of days. Do you understand that? I can't hear you.
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have his AA verification?
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
That's all right. I don't,
Yeah, yes, John.
has he been going 3 times a week?
Yes, he's got 11 or 12 at this point.
All right. So you understand everything that's going on here.
Yes.
You understand what a commitment that sobriety court is?
Yes, I do. I've read all the paperwork.
So you're going to have to come to status reviews every other week with me, either at 7:30 or 3 on Wednesdays, 7:30 in the morning or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're going to have to meet with probation in the off weeks. You're going to be going to AA 3 times a week, going to treatment, going to an armed program, testing 3 times a week during your bond phase at your own expense. Once you get accepted into the program, we will pay for the testing and the sober link with our grant, so long as you test every time and you test negative every time. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. I just want you to be aware, because there's no way you get through that program unless you're 1,000% committed.
And Your Honor, one other thing I can say is that we know somebody mutually who was kind enough to talk to him that has been through a program in a different court. That's this Friday court in Lincoln Park, and he kind of gave him a heads up on what the expectations are and how the program really helped his life.
Good. All right. So you want to do this?
Yes, sir.
You understand all your rights?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalties?
Yes, sir.
To the charge operating while visibly impaired, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on November 13th of 25 on Sibley near Racco in Brownstown at 8:25 p.m.?
Yes, sir.
Prior to that, did you drink alcohol? And if so, what did you drink and how much did you drink?
And a few Jack and Cokes.
All right. How many's a few?
4 or 5, maybe.
All right. And was your ability to operate the motor vehicle impaired due to the consumption of the alcohol?
Yes.
In what way? Why were you pulled over by the police?
For speeding, swearing,
Do you think you were speeding and swerving?
the good possibility, yes.
And you think you were speeding and swerving at least in part because of your alcohol consumption?
Yes, sir.
Was this an intoxilizer test or was it a blood
It was
draw?
blood.
And you stipulate that it was accurate, that is a .199?
Stipulated.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
No, sir.
Were you in front of me on the other case or Judge Hessen or somebody else?
You, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right, I'm gonna accept your plea into the charge of PBT refusal, responsible or not responsible.
Responsible.
I'll accept that plea. I'm going to dismiss the super drunk charge. I'll accept the plea to impaired, accept the plea to PBT refusal. And I'll refer you for a screening and assessment. I hope. So we're going to have sobriety court on Wednesday next week, okay?
Okay.
So you'll have to make up your mind whatever one is easier for you to attend. So this is a sobriety court case. We're going to put it out, Heather, probably till. Let's see, let's go to like the week of the 18th of March.
Okay, so yeah, you have March 18th and you want to do 8:30?
Yes, that's perfect. March the 18th at 8:30. So you'll go fill out a questionnaire and you'll be interviewed. I'm ordering the mobilization of your vehicle. You're going to have to prepare that order, Heather. It's going to be for 90 days. And you have to have all that done by February the 18th, 1 week from today. So you have to have the vehicle immobilized. Probation will give you all your other bond conditions. And we'll see you back here then. I'll defer the sentencing, by the way, on the civil infraction of March the 18th as well at 8:30, okay?
Thank you.
I wish you well. I look forward to getting to know you and hope we can help you.
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Thank you.
Probation first, Judge. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then he can get his notice. Or have a good day. Thanks. All right, Leslie Bolsujor versus Cynthia Hernandez, 2504922.
Right to the voting. Stand right next to him.
You all right?
Yeah,
Okay, tell me your name.
Jessica Hernandez,
Your name?
Leslie Olson.
Aaron. Do you two want to go talk about this before I start swearing people in?
No, I know.
Just relax. Let me just read something that's attached. Wow, you did actually draft something here. I don't know who drafted this for you, Ms. Bosajor, but I could make a case that this is a security agreement. I'm going to do this a little different. Right now, the car is titled only in Ms. Hernandez's name. Bring any documentation with you that tells me that you made the payments?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I did.
Now, before we go on, I'm going to scare everybody to a note. And I'm going to try to do this a little different. But I want you to know you're under oath. I'm going to ask both of you to raise your right hands, please. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give of these proceedings will be the whole true self you got. Ms. Bosajor, Ms. Hernandez?
Do.
Let me see the proof that you have that you made the payment. She attached to her complaint documentation that does spell out that you were to pay $3,000. And there was a payment made on October the 2nd that you, by the way, initialed of $500. And again on November 5 of $500. Do you have any more documentation that indicates that you made any other payment?
Whatever.
Let me see what you got.
Let's do that right there. And then that. That's our time.
Whose writing is this in?
Not right. And then on the back is what you was right.
Oh, wait a minute.
Those are my notes and then
Ma'am, You're under oath. On the first two payments, you guys both initialed the $500 payment. And then you just added 2,000 paid on September 25th that you wrote on the back of this, right?
That was the notes I kept from the day that we put the car in my name, the day at the Secretary of State that I gave her money. That's when the title that I had went into my name. She kept notes, I kept notes. Oh, I wrote a contract. Yes, speak your own.
Now, I want to know if that's your story and you're sticking to it because you're under oath. This is going to be easier than I thought. Are you telling me you paid her $2,000 on September the 25th?
Yes.
How'd you pay the did she pay you $2,000 on September
No,
25th?
Your Honor, absolutely not. Didn't have the money. She had to bail herself out of jail. That's why I offered her my college.
Come on. Come up in front of my report. Show her that document. Did you ever see that page?
No.
I neither. Mr. Hernandez, who do you think that you are coming in here and trying to
What?
put that back? Give me that back, please.
Hostile business.
Who do you think you are coming in here with notes on the back of that document?
That is horrible.
Expecting me to buy this. And now you come in here defiantly and no, I don't want to talk. I don't care if you talk. You owe her $2,000 at minimum. Okay? How are we going to resolve this?
I can talk.
I'm sorry?
I can talk. You said I don't want to talk. I just want to be asked. If you asked me a question, I will definitely answer it.
You didn't pay. You didn't pay her.
On September 25th at the Secretary of State. And here,
September 30th is when you guys executed this other document. You signed it October 2.
that was when I gave her $500 on October 2nd.
Ma'am,
2 payments.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't believe a word you're telling me. I don't believe a word you're telling me. There's nothing here that would add up to you paying $2,000. So if you want to act like I can't add 2 and 3 without a calculator, just you continue doing that. You're late, Mr. Robertson.
Everything was cash, Your Honor.
I wouldn't expect you to, ma'am. You're in a courtroom. Okay? I don't want to hear another lie. You're in a courtroom. There's nothing here that adds up to you paying that $2,000 in cash. This was dated October 2 by you. This first page. Is this your signature?
Title is dated 25th of September.
Ms. Bosajor. Can you come up here? You come up here too. Whose signature is this?
My signature.
Okay. Why would you sign something October 2 saying that you agree to pay $500 per month beginning October 1 with the last payment due on March 1? That would be 6 payments at $500. 6 times 5 is $300. Now you come in with this cockamamie document on the back that you hand wrote and says you paid $2,000 on September 25.
That was the second document that was made up. There's copies.
Well, you're behind. It's 82-0. There's 2 outs, 2 strikes, and nobody on. Don't lie to me another second. I'm gonna really get agitated here. I told you not to lie to me when you came in here. I told you not to lie to me the other day. I sensed that you were going to come in here and lie to me. I kept an open mind, and here it is in black and white. There's no judge in the country that's going to be convinced that you paid $2,000 on September the 25th. Man, you just decided to fabricate a document here. That's all you did. Man, talk to some other judge, some other place. You're going to figure out right now how you're going to pay your $2,000. You guys, though, Ms. Bozajor, I don't know what to tell you. You just can't do this and trust people. Were you guys friends? Were you friends?
I dated her brother in high school and we were Facebook friends. And she contacted me via Messenger on a social media ad. And I should have never answered the phone. I really should have. I did all kinds of stuff for her.
You're going to go figure out where you're getting the, hang on. You're going to go figure out where you're going to get the $2,000 today. Then everybody will be happy. So sit in the back, figure out how you're coming up with $2,000 today.
I don't have $2,000.
Well, you had enough gumption to come in here and lie to me.
I'm not lying.
You're lying to me, ma'am. I see the title.
That's what?
You're lying to me. There's no way. You signed a document, the one I just showed you. It said that you were going to pay $500 payments starting October 1. And you made a payment on October the 2nd that you both initialed, saying you paid $500. Then you paid another $500 on November 5. Then it's blank. If you'd have paid on October 2 and November 5, the car would have been paid off. There's no indication her initialing anything. This is what happens when things are done in cash. Ma'am. I'm making my ruling. And I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm going to do right now going forward. You're not going to come into this courtroom and lie. Well, you just did. Under oath. That's perjury. Perjury. It's one of the easiest calls I've had in the last 17 years. Maybe 31 and a half. You figure out who you're going to call to come and get the money to pay this late. Right now. And then we're going to go from there. I'm going on to another case. Now, I could make you transfer the title over to her because you violated the terms of this purported security agreement. But I don't think that's fair with her. To her. You're going to figure out how you're coming up with $2,000, but you're not going to come in here and lie to me. Jeremy Kristen, have a seat, you two. Jeremy Kristen, Antonio Robertson, 255W837064.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jobs Trust, here on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Peter Granata, P78413, MIDC counsel for Mr. Robertson.
Robertson, you're late. You knew I was going to do this at 8:30 to not interfere with another judge's docket. You come strolling in at 9:15. Why? It's not good enough. Your name? All right, so this can be a plea to disorderly conduct. There's the prosecutor is going to move to dismiss the retail fraud, and there's agreed upon restitution of $11.46 to Lowe's, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is that correct, Mr. Granata?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead to this, possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You are presumed innocent. You need to wear those sunglasses. Do you have some eye issues?
So I mean this.
Is it an eye issue, or you just feel like wearing some?
Right in my access.
If you plead guilty, you're giving up your right to a trial. You're giving up your right to remain silent. You're giving up your right to question their witnesses at a trial. You're giving up your right to bring in your own witnesses, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses, and a testifier remains silent. If you remain silent, that silence would not be held against you. By pleading guilty, you're giving up all those rights, and we won't have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You agree to plead guilty to this charge.
Yes.
You understand the possible penalties, and that along with it, you're going to pay $1,146 to Lowe's through the court in restitution
Yes.
to the charge disorderly conduct. How do you plead?
Yes.
Were you at 21,000 West Road at Lowe's, May 31 of 25 in Woodhaven?
Yes.
And did you commit the offense of retail fraud by stealing property that was valued at $1,146 that was not recovered?
Yes.
What kind of property was that?
That was right.
I know, but was it toothbrushes? Was it gum? What was it? I mean, come on. I know it was Lowe's property. What kind of lawn equipment? Lawnmowers?
Lower.
What else?
Fleet house.
And you walk past the register somehow without paying for those items
Yes.
with the intent to deprive them of that property?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes.
For what? You understand by pleading, were you on probation or parole on May 31 of 25?
Yes.
And that's for CCW?
Yes.
You understand by pleading guilty, this would be deemed a violation of that probation or parole, and that parole or probation could be revoked as the case may be, and you could be incarcerated. You still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty? Please accept it. Did you guys ever get that? I'm going to accept your plea to disorderly conduct, dismiss the retail fraud, order a pre-sentence report. Was there any indication, counsel? Did I ask your appearance since we started on this? Okay. Was there any indication of alcohol or drug use or anything?
No.
I'm going to order a pre-sentence report and a sentencing date.
Was it co-defendant, Your Honor? That's not my protection.
I see. All right. Give me a sentencing date. Heather, we're going to want to make sure this stays on my docket day. This is an off day. So what would that be? Like March the 2nd or something?
Yeah, March 4th, Judge.
March 4th. And we'll do this at
I will
8:30.
be in court March 4th as well.
Okay, March 4th at 8:30 a.m. Okay? You're going to go down the hall, get your notice. Then you're going over to probation where you'll fill out a question. You're going to be interviewed. Okay? Wish you well. Good luck.
Mr. Robertson, I'll call you tonight.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Thank you, Judge.
the lady from Nike's things back with some paperwork that they said you noticed.
Oh, where's that?
She did,
file?
it was found online, Judge, that she did pay, and she has the
Oh, in the
receipt from
do you have the
Joni. in
files or
her-
do I have the files? Where's the files?
You have them, Judge.
You recall that, right? Oh, here it is.
Here, come on up here, ma'am. Call Brownstown in here. Is this my Brownstown day?
It is.
Good. All right. I'm going to help you. Next time you're going to be a little bit more diligent, okay? All right. Let's do this. Call in. So just to be clear, she paid 25B 82558 in full, right? $198. Is that true, Heather?
Correct, Judge, and there should be a receipt in the paperwork there that if she
Okay.
handed it to you, or she has it.
Good morning. How are you?
Thank you.
Your appearance?
That's not sound yet.
So again, she showed up. This is a show cause. She wasn't here. Failure to register rental property. The default was entered. Citation was issued back in April 11, 25. She paid it last night. You have a misdemeanor here. I was telling her she had to go get a lawyer because she's not a lawyer and it's a corporation, as you know, and it's a misdemeanor.
Right, we spoke yesterday about that.
You want to just dismiss this now?
Yeah, they're still not.
Oh, they're not?
I sent to the ordinance officer the inspection report. They even scheduled the re-inspection tomorrow.
Right, so we need the reinspection to take place before they can.
Okay, good enough. Well, wait a minute. I can't do anything more then. This is what I'm gonna do. How long will it take her to do everything the township needs her to do?
Hope if she passes this inspection, it'll be pretty quick.
Well, I know, but when's the inspection going to take place? Good. We're gonna reschedule this to February 18th. She's gonna need, ma'am, you're going to need to hire a lawyer. Now, if you pass inspection and you're willing to dismiss beforehand, that's fine. This is Judge Hessen's case. The civil infraction was my case. That's taken care of. So this is going to be in front of Judge Hessen next week. You're going to go down the hall, get your notice. If you pass inspection tomorrow, talk to Ms. Foley Carter. Maybe she'll dismiss it. Otherwise, you'll have to have a lawyer, okay? All right? Thank you.
Good judge.
Do you understand everything that's going on?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've been trying to coordinate this whole thing with the city and so many emails, and I just really wanted to resolve it.
Well, if you pass the rental inspection tomorrow, it should.
That's
Okay. Good luck. Go down the hall, they'll give you a notice. These two did not leave, did they? Both.
I think they're talking.
John James Schaefer. 26B1499988A. B, your name?
John Schaefer.
So you have the right to a lawyer. You're charged with disorderly person, public intox, and resist and obstruct. Do you want a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
We'll set you up with a lawyer, go out in the hallway, and you'll meet with the lawyer, okay? And then either way, you're coming back in front of me.
Yep.
So he's getting a lawyer. Daniels, Brandon Jack Daniels. 26B15044. See, this is Judge Hessen's too, it looks like. Well, at least the ticket says my name, but on the register, it's printing out Judge Hessen. Do you know, is this mine or hers, Heather?
Let me take a look, Judge. Check the date on it.
Sir, your name?
Brandon Daniels.
All right, so you're charged with driving on a suspended. I don't know if it's mine or Judge Hessen's. We're figuring that out.
It
looks
is yours, Judge.
Okay, so I'm gonna just change it on the register here. You have the right to a lawyer if you want one, or I'll arraign you, let you go talk to the prosecutor, whatever you want to do.
I just want to resolve it.
Well, I know, but do you want a lawyer or you want me to explain the penalties and your rights and let you go talk to the prosecutor?
I'm all right.
You waive your right to a lawyer, is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is alleged that you did on January 20 of 26 operate a motor vehicle with a suspended license on Inkster and Air King at 9:45 p.m. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 500 fines, 93 days jail. Costs are all those 2 points. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you understand all your rights?
I do.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not going to have a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
$500 personal bond, not guilty, please entered. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. Prosecutor must appear in court as directed. You're going to go talk, sit out in the hallway. The Brownstown Township attorney will call you in and she will talk to you and you see if you can resolve it either way, whether it's a plea or an adjournment or dismissal, whatever, you have to come back in the courtroom. Okay? So just go right out in the hallway and they'll set you up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Erica Elizabeth Horvath. 26I-415-206. Son failed to appear. Default judgment entered. For failure to appear, it was scheduled for 9. Is this your only one? You came in here just for one case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, well, you're all set. I'm going to go ahead and enter a default judgment. If you don't have any other reason to be here, have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you. You too, Your Honor.
Bye now. We might as well take a recess.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we're gonna give them a date out, Heather, about 4 weeks. Your name?
Brandon Daniels.
We're gonna adjourn this. You guys wanted adjournment for 4 weeks, so we'll adjourn this to March what, Heather?
That will put us to just Brownstown. You're off on the 11th, so that'll put us to the 19th.
19.
I have a question, Your Honor. Does it show on your end, unpaid ticket, out of Detroit and what district it is so I can take care of it? All right.
Let us see if you got a warrant, first of all. Hang on 1 second. What? Yeah, you got a May 8, 25, no proof of insurance. So you got to go take care of the no proof of insurance out of the 36th District Court
36th District?
and be sure to pay your clearance.
Okay.
That's a $45 fee in addition, okay?
Yeah.
So go over and take care of that. I think that's what he wants you to do. Go down the hall, get your notice for March 19th at 8:30. Make sure you take care of it by then, though, okay?
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you know where those ladies went? Or you?
I'm about to go. I'm gonna go out there and see if they're out there.
Mr. Young?
I'm young.
I think John has to get this guy out.
Raymonte, Ronald Young, 25B148921, A and B. And I also have 25W840456A. Good morning. Mr. Young, your name?
Raymond Young. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, so let's start with, let's see here. Would we have a 921A? Let me see. He's going to plead to no ops and they're going to dismiss the suspend, true?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do on that file?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you pleaded no ops, the possible penalties are up to 100 fines, 90 days jail, costs or all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent, right to a trial by court or jury, right to question their witnesses, right to bring in your own, right to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not going to have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. To that charge, no valid operator's license on person. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you operating a motor vehicle in the township of Brownstown on July 10 of 25 on Telegraph near King?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a valid license on your person.
No, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
It's accepted to that charge. The suspend's dismissed, and on 0456A, there's also going to be a plea to no ops. Take the plea to no ops, dismiss the suspend. But I'm not going to dismiss the disobey traffic control device. He's been in default on that. Judgment was entered. Yeah, that would have been defaulted a long time ago, back in November. That's why, because it's in default. Do you still have that showing as paid? Is in default, Heather?
Yes, Judge.
So that one, I'll take the plea to no ops. I'll dismiss the suspend, but he's going to have to pay that one. Okay. If you plead to no ops on this other file, the possible penalties are up to 100 fines, 90 days jail, costs or all those. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
To the charge, no valid operator's license on person. How do you plead?
Guilty.
On October 26th of 25, were you operating a motor vehicle in Western Ford Lane and Wood at 2:07 in the morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have a valid license on your person?
No, Your Honor.
Probation or parole?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right, that plea is accepted. So I got to sentence him on 2 no ops cases, and he's got a default charge on a expired plate from 921B and also on the traffic control device from 456AB. He's not in custody on this, is he?
He's got some other charges in front of Judge Hess, and that's where he got picked up, the new charge for us. And that's why he was taken in on Monday. We arraigned him on Monday.
No, I was taking in for the warrants I had from Mr. McNally. They gave me citations for those other charges.
McNally.
Yeah, that's why I'm in jail. That's why I'm in custody, because of your warrant, sir.
Yeah, because I said 15,000, 10%.
Yeah.
When you gonna grow up at any point, and then 1,500, 10% on the other charge. Go, what are you gonna say?
Judge's driving records is not that probably a place where it could be rehabilitated. Get a license. How would you guys consider what he's already going to take the debt on the two all they're going to have the points to go along with those. And then he's coming 3 days in jail.
Anything you'd like to say?
Yes, Your Honor. If you will let me be released, I will. I get paid tomorrow. I just started my job at McDonald's a week ago. I literally get my paycheck on the 12th, and I will literally give you your money by Friday. I'm working hard. I lost everything within the last couple 8 months. I'm not trying to sit here and get sympathy or anything, but I will show you that I'm trying to take everything seriously. I gotta go to work today at 6 o'clock.
Well, stop acting like a fugitive, will you?
I got you, Your Honor.
On this case, 100 fines, 50 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 275 or 30 days, credit 3. I'll let you pay this, and that's on both cases. And we're going to have him released to anyway. And I'm going to let you pay. I'm going to do this. I want you to set up another payment hearing for me, Heather. And we're going to give him a date right now. And he's going to come in. He's going to talk to me like a man. All right. That's what we're going to do. You start saving some money. I'm going to be very reasonable with you if you come in here and talk to me like a man and quit acting like a little child. Will you do that for me, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
So give him a hearing date on all 4 of these tickets. Payment arrangement date. Call it whatever you want. We'll set it up for a week from now.
Okay.
Can we do it, Heather? I'm not going to write on these files. Can we do it just like a week from today?
Okay, you want to do it as a due date, Judge, or as like?
I'm going to set it up because I want those other files out. I don't have the other 2 civil infractions or the 1 civil infraction. And I'm going to cut him a break if he comes in here with some money. Why don't you set it out about 2 weeks? So
That'll put us to the 25th.
Perfect. Let's set this up for the 25th, 2 weeks from today, young man. And
thank you, Your Honor.
And we're going to set it at 8:30 in the morning, and we're going to send it to Matt's Drive. That's where your address is, right?
Yes.
So set these up. I'm not writing on the files, Heather. February the 25th at 8:30. Make sure you send the paperwork down. If there's any question, he's to be released on these 2 now, okay?
Okay, Judge.
And I'll cut you a break, but come with some money. Where is Ms. Hernandez? Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And then does he need to?
Where'd she go, Ms. Bolson-Joy? Were you talking to her?
Oh,
Is somebody bringing Ms. Bolson-Joy in?
I asked Will, somebody said she was sitting at the end. I told Will to bring her down.
Please do.
I just, Judge.
Stalin, Moan, Hudson. Which one do you have, Mr.
Raymond Saunders.
Judge, does Mr. Raimani need to go over to Judge Hessens now? I'm not.
I don't know.
That's why I was trying to catch Mr. Haynes. I believe he may need to.
Okay, so he's going to have to go over there now?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. Make sure Mr. Haynes knows that.
Tell them you need to zoom into Judge Hessen's now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Solomon Hudson, Q-Putt 6B1500000. Your name? Still on what?
Hudson.
You're charged with possession of tobacco.
What was that? What you're on?
Tobacco.
Yes.
You have the right to a lawyer if you want one. Do you want a lawyer?
I don't have money for a lawyer.
I'll give you one if you want one.
That's fine.
Okay. We'll set you up with a lawyer. Thank you. Saunders.
I've seen Holland.
Trevone Terrell Saunders. 19M714-639FY.
Morning, Your Honor. Michael A. Carton, B73, defendant.
Your name?
Saunders.
All right, counsel, let me check. This is an old case. Where you been? You live out of state?
Yeah, I was incarcerated in West Virginia and Pennsylvania.
Nice. So we have a possession with intent to deliver less than 50 grams of fentanyl from 2019. For purposes of arraignment, how does he wish to proceed?
Your Honor, thank you with reading.
All right, sir, I'm going to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. You have the right to a probable cause conference within 14 days. You have the right to a preliminary examination within 7 days thereafter. Again, you have the right to remain silent. If you choose to submit the law questioning with law enforcement officials, and you don't have to do that, then I do want you to understand that you'd be entitled to a lawyer at that questioning as well. Your probable cause conference, you'll be in front of Judge Hessen, will be February 24th at 9:15. And the preliminary exam will be March the 3rd at 11:30. Okay? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to have you fill out a petition for a court-appointed lawyer going forward. I'll listen to whatever you have to say, counsel.
Your Honor, as my client did mention, he has been incarcerated in Pennsylvania and West Virginia from 2020 up until the very end of 2025. He is currently, though, staying in Detroit with his mother, 3250 3rd Street. I did write his
32. Wait a minute. You wrote it down somewhere?
Well, I'll give you 3250 3rd Street,
Okay.
Detroit.
Okay.
But I did write his current mailing address, which is in Pennsylvania, on the ROA.
3250 3rd. Is that 3RD or THIRD Street?
THIRD.
And you have that zip?
I think it's 48226. So he's staying with his mother. He can stay with her until whenever, until however long he needs, so this case gets resolved.
Does he work?
Until
Yeah. Do you work?
No, I'm at CEO lab. 3 weeks exactly left.
Where was he picked up at? Do you know?
Shorey, in Shorey, I was at the gas station. I was driving my car, came up here and they pulled me over and said I had a warrant. But I thought it was clear, so.
Your Honor, he does have a valid driver's license and insurance to be able to get here from staying with his mother in Detroit. Also has 4 young dependents that he helps take care of.
He had to know about this warrant. He didn't surrender on 100,000, 10%. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. This is the state police, so we're going to have to get on this and get them to get him or what have you, John. So make sure they take care of that. And also, I want to check and see if he was ever printed on this case. I don't believe so. And you weren't printed, so also you have to be printed and photographed. So we'll have to tell them when we call over to the state to have them get them, okay? 100,000, 10%. You're gonna have to post $10,000. No
Yeah, the
mail.
state trooper is here in the.
Oh, he is?
Yes, sir.
Where is he? Oh, I'm sorry. I
Can
didn't
I have him chime in on bond?
chiming on bond. You want to come up here. What, you want a lesser bond than that? Is that what?
100,000, 10%?
He hasn't been here. Come on. Your name?
Detective Sergeant Mark Lambert.
Did you want to say something on bond?
Yes, he has been incarcerated as an overcharge. And me and him had conversations and tried to get off the record.
I see. Why don't you and the defense lawyer approach? Come on up here.
Yes.
So you want personal bond? Yes. All right, so you want a different bond. Tell me what you're asking me for, trooper.
I said, since the duration and conversations, I wouldn't mind having a personal bond.
All right. 100,000 PR. Make sure you show up. You understand that?
100%, sir.
All right, 100,000 PR, those are the terms, but he's gonna have to get printed today too,
I
okay?
can take it to post.
Thank you very much. You'll be released. Good luck. Thanks. Thanks. Is she coming down, Ms. Hernandez?
He said he yelled for her twice. She didn't answer. He thinks she might have left.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Recalling Leslie Bozajor versus Cynthia Hernandez, 2504922. Your name again?
Possibly Bozajor.
I'm not sure what I want to do. What, do you want the car back?
Sure. We can resell it. Even if it's damaged.
What does she think she is leaving like that?
She's not somebody I thought I don't know who she is, Your Honor.
You got to be careful in the future.
She knew my husband had just passed away and I was living alone and vulnerable. And I think she just took advantage of my,
I don't know what. Jennifer,
Yes, Judge.
do me a favor, call Ms. Hernandez. Tell her I expect her to be back up here in 10 minutes. Leave her a message. If
I can
not,
see if there was a phone number provided by plaintiff.
I'm just not sure what you want to do. You made a lot of mistakes here. You signed the title over when you didn't have the money. You didn't list yourself on the title as a secured party. You took cash. You didn't take it. I mean,
I came to your civil department to find out what I should do.
well, they can't give you
No,
advice.
they gave me a number to a lawyer and that's what it's called.
Well, I don't want to know what your lawyer told you. And I don't want to know what you told your
That's
lawyer.
how I filled out the papers.
Well, it's fine. When I looked at this, you do have, in essence, have a security agreement. But this is unique because, like, if you went to a dealership and you got a loan, the bank's name is going to be on there as a secured party. Your name is not on the title as a secured party. Do you know if she works?
No, she's on disability, I believe. She gets 1,000 a month plus food stamps, and that's why she's living at the towers because it's rent adjusted. You only wanted maybe $250 payments for my car, but I told her no, that would take a year for you to pay it off. Yeah, no, I told her you said you have to make $500 payments. And that garbage she wrote in that paper she gave.
Ma'am, I'm not, I've already decided that. You don't need, we don't need to.
Those are lies.
We don't need to, I said that 6 times to her. I know, we don't need to revisit that. I'm trying to think of how I can help you. Ma'am, I said 6 times. Anybody listening would have listened and understood that I was calling her a liar. Okay? I mean, there's no question about it. I don't know how stupid she thinks I am. I'm just trying to figure out how I can help you at this point. You got somebody with a title, somebody's got no money, somebody's on disability. They don't have a job where you can garnish wages. Even if I give you a judgment, you got nothing.
She's on probation.
It doesn't matter. That's wholly different. I'm not shocked by that. Is she in front of me on that?
No, first district court.
I want to think about this. I got to think about this. I don't know how I'm going to handle it, to be honest with you. That's going to be best for you.
Whoever's easiest to resolve it, so, we can put it behind me.
Yeah, you gotta next time talk to lawyers before you do these things, okay?
Yes, yeah.
I feel like going to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office over this one. That's how certain I am that perjury charges should be filed. I need a week to think about it, okay? Reschedule this for hearing and I'll figure out what I'm gonna do by next week, Jennifer. This is kind of a curveball, so just, we're gonna give you a date down the hall, mail it to Ms. Hernandez too.
Okay.
I don't know, I might have you. I just gotta think about it, I'm sorry. All right, set it up for next week sometime, Jen. Oh,
Okay.
you know, it's gotta be at least Wednesday though, right?
Right, because we got to give 7 days.
Exactly.
You
Okay.
have a couple landlord tenant things in the afternoon next Wednesday that you
That's
had
fine.
set. Okay,
That's fine. Thank
we'll do it 1
But just
o'clock.
remember, next Wednesday, I've got sobriety period starting at
At
3:30.
3:30. Yeah, or 3 o'clock. Yeah.
All right, thanks.
She must be senior attorney. She wants to see the prosecutor. She wants to get the Brownstown prosecutor.
Okay, so you're gonna show up next week. She'll give you a notice down the hall, okay? I'll come up with something. I'll think about something, okay? No problem. Stellon Loan Hudson, 26B150000. Your name?
Yes, the one with it.
He tells me you no longer want a lawyer, right?
Yes, because I didn't know that I actually had an option.
No, it's okay. So you waive your right to a lawyer. Yes?
Yes, I don't want to know it.
You're charged with possession of tobacco as an underage person. You were only 20. How old were you at that time? 19 on Sibley near Dixon, Brownstown at 1:32 in the morning on November 10. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 100 fines, 90 days jail costs. So all those. You understand that? And you understand all your rights? You read an advice of rights, right?
Not really.
Why not? Sit down and read the rights, okay? And then I'll explain. John, do you,
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I read that paper.
okay, you understand the rights?
Yeah.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and we're not gonna have a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I'm entering a not guilty plea. I'm giving you $100 personal bond. I'm sending you to the prosecutor. You see if you can work it out. And either way, you're coming back in front of me, okay?
Have a seat in the hall.
Do you understand? Come on back up here. You're looking funny at me. What do you mean? I'm entering a not guilty plea. The prosecutor has to decide with you. He's going to talk to you. She's going to talk to you. She's going to offer you something probably.
I'm sorry. I just never.
That's okay. If you don't like what she's offering you, you come in here. I'll set it for another court date and we'll go from there. And if you want a trial, ultimately, I'll give you a trial. Okay, but you're probably going to resolve it with her. Okay, she's not going to be unreasonable. I wish you'd quit smoking, but that's neither here nor there. John James Schaefer, 2-6B-14999, 8A and B.
Mr. Schaefer.
Mr. Schaefer, your name?
John Schaefer.
All right. Does he stand mute, wait for him rating?
Yes.
Resist and obstruct and disorderly public intox. And then, so I'm entering a not guilty plea.
I'm asking for adjourn the judge for discovery.
$500 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm going to go ahead in order that you not purchase, possess, or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. Okay, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. Just wait 1 second. And then you can ask a question. Just let me fill this out for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
What's your question now?
He has a medical marijuana card.
Well, I'm not going to prohibit you from using marijuana if you have a medical marijuana card, but you have to have proof of that. It has to be valid. I believe. Just listen. I'm not going to violate you if you're using medical marijuana so long as you have a valid medical marijuana card, which you seem to be reaching for, but I'll give you a court date and we'll go from there, okay?
Yes, sir.
Give me a date out 4 weeks if you would, Heather, about.
Judge, that'll put us to March 19th. We do 9/15.
At 9:15, okay?
Yes, sir.
So you go down and get your notice. If you want a lawyer going forward, you're going to need to fill out a petition for one, all right? Okay, I wish you well. Good luck. Thank you. Funches. Kimura Funches.
She's on Zoom. Judge.
Kimura Rain Funches, 25B14996-1A and B. Name? Ma'am, your name?
Kimura Funches.
Yeah, I can't adjourn it much longer. You're going to have to clear these, okay?
Okay.
Why is she showing up today? Wasn't it scheduled for tomorrow, Heather?
She was on our docket today at 9:15, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, can we get a date past March 6th? She's due to get her license on March 6th.
Is this going to be the last adjournment?
Yes.
All right, give me the first date after March the 6th.
For Brownstown? March 19th, is it?
March 19th is the earliest date, huh?
Yes, because you are not here on the 11th.
Okay, what time we doing?
9:15.
The only problem is I won't adjourn it to that yet, okay?
No, hopefully we'll have a resolution at that.
Good enough. March 19th, ma'am.
Okay.
March 19th at 9:15, okay? No more adjournments, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good luck. Thank you. Brian Kenny,
Good morning, Judge.
Bryant Allen Kenny the third, 25B148-6464.
Whatever job from Mass and get the current back, Mr. Kenny, you can stick it for me.
Kenny the third.
If we have a resolution in this command, that's important about the
She's going to plead the disorderly under.
item.
All right. If you plead to that, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines. I'll dismiss the original charge. I'll take it under HIDA. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you comply at the end of the probationary period, the case will be dismissed. Do you understand that? Did you sign an advice of rights?
Yes, there should be one like that.
Did you sign an advice of rights today?
Today?
Okay, you guys are really gonna help me if you can have these rights from Sunday. Okay, here you go. Sadie, hand that to Mr. Leaf, if you would, please. Thank you. Folks, what do you have? You have a case?
No, we don't.
You just watch it?
Water.
Okay, okay. What do you have, sir? What's your name?
Romeo Howard. How soon? No, go down the hall, grab your notice, just make sure you're on that. What? Right at the clerk's window.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I see. Do I have a resist, hinder, and obstruct? Sadie, talk to John about finding this file when he comes back. This Ramel Howard, he's on for 9:30. Second page, second from the bottom.
That's already, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Recalling Brian Allen Kinney, 258-148-464. Sir, have you now signed the advice of rights?
Yes.
Did you read it and understand it?
Yes.
When you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that? I can't hear you.
Yes.
You still wish to plead guilty
Yes.
to the charge disorderly conduct. How do you plead?
Yes.
On May 25th of 25 at 11:37 PM, were you at South Glen Boulevard? Yeah, you need to keep your voice up. At or near 19712 South Glen Boulevard in Brownstown.
Yes.
You have to talk to the mic.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what did you do that makes you guilty of disorderly? Did you expose your buttocks to somebody?
Yes, sir.
Why would you do that?
I don't have a good reason.
Judge, at the time, his current girlfriend was seeing someone else. He was upset. He confronted them. There was a verbal back and forth, and he ultimately exposed them.
Was he under the influence?
No.
Are you on probation or parole? Anybody forced you to plead guilty? Please, why you been playing games? You came in on this on August 4th and you walked out before seeing me or the attorney.
I was having a really bad day and I don't really have a good reason.
My work here. Okay?
No, definitely.
And I know that I make sure when somebody pleads guilty that they're guilty of the offense charged or that they plead to. I ask questions.
And you definitely asked. It was not on you, but just at that time, I was just.
Well, wait a second. Wait, you're telling me you weren't guilty. That's what you're saying in so many words. Judge, I wasn't guilty. I shouldn't have taken the plea. Am I misreading or is that not what you're telling me?
No, that's exactly what I just said. But another thing I said also is I took the plea, so I have to take care of what I have to take care of.
I'm just going to read you part of the police.
I remember.
The store manager told the officer that you were one of the individuals involved in a fraud complaint. And he said that, you began walking away. He told you to wait inside to keep both parties separated. You disobeyed and began walking away from him and the store manager. The officer said that he noticed you walking off in the distance toward the parking lot away from his view. He yelled at you, "You're not free to leave." You looked at him. He responded by saying, "Yes, you." You continued to walk away from him, not complying. And Officer Meadows then made the scene and advised Ramel, you were being detained for fraud. He ordered you to take a seat 5 times total to avoid you from leaving the scene. You continue, this is the officer.
Okay.
Ramel continuously disobeyed and would not listen to Officer Meadows' verbal commands. Ramel stated, you're not detaining me for nothing, bro.
That's not.
Well, I don't know. I could go back and listen to the tape and listen to what you told me at the time of the plea. But I guarantee you did not say anything close to remotely saying, I didn't commit this crime.
Yeah, because at that time, like I told you, there's a lot going on. Then I had.
So you're coming. Are you telling me you lied to me at the time of the plea?
No, I didn't lie to you at all.
Well,
I lied to you about what?
I'm asking you when I asked you questions.
Correct.
About your involvement to establish what we call a factual basis on the resistant obstructing officer. Were you telling me the truth or were you lying?
I was telling you, I told you the complete truth.
Well, if you told me the complete truth, stop. There is no way that I would have taken a plea if you didn't, out of your mouth, come up with words to establish that you resisted and obstructed an officer. So let's get away from that. That's past. That's done. That's finished. You already did that. I already accepted your plea. I know how I conduct my work here. I would never have accepted a plea if you sat there and said, Judge, I didn't do anything wrong. Now, we're done talking about that. You want to divert attention here from why you didn't do what you're supposed to do. You're going to say you didn't, or you don't want to, but I'm not going to argue with you. I'm trying to figure out what I can do to make you think differently. Maybe you're not going to ever think differently. Maybe you're going to think it's okay to just not do what you're supposed to do and talk to police officers like this. That's your business. But sometimes you're going to have to pay the piper. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and extend your probation until July 1. You have to pay additional. I won't assess additional costs. You're to pay additional probation fees of $60. We're going to set you up on a payment plan. I need a new review hearing date sometime in July. I'm sorry, in the latter part of June, Heather. Okay. You are to pay $50 per week. I'm going to start this beginning February. You're going to have to get to work. I don't know what to tell you. Beginning February 20th. I won't make you do the court work program. But you didn't complete that. You didn't do your community service. Defendant to perform 30 hours of community service, no longer required, Jessica, to do court work. 30 hours of community service, which will cover all community service / court work programs. So in other words, I'm not making him do the 8 hours. If he's already done some of the 8 hours of community service, we're going to give him credit for that. I'll give him credit for that. We're not going to make him do the court work program. And we're going to refund the $35 fee that I charged initially on the court work program. Refund $35 fee. So we'll take that off of this balance. So they'll let you know what your balance is. You're going to pay $50 per week beginning February 20th, and you have to complete 30 hours of community service. I'm going to give you to be done by April 1st. That's going to give you 6 weeks. It doesn't sound like you're working a lot. So you're going to be able to do 30 hours of community service by them. Then your new review hearing date, do you have that yet, Heather?
Yes, that'll be June 24th.
At 8:30 in the morning, okay? And you still have, what's that?
I'm sorry. His new balance with the court work program out and the $60 added is $545.
Okay? So your new review hearing date will be June the 24th at 8:30. You're going to get your notice on that. You're going to get going. Don't be angry. Life's too short to be angry.
I'm not angry at all. And that's what I was saying earlier, like, that I wasn't saying, like, at that time when I said I took the plea and I'm still on probation now, like, I wasn't saying, like.
You were saying you shouldn't have taken the plea, that you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but I already took the plea, so I still have to take care of my business.
And I'm telling you that you did something wrong, or else you lied to me when I asked you questions about what you did. That's all. I don't ask somebody, how do you plead to resist and obstruct an officer? I don't have somebody say guilty and then they say, what did you do that makes you guilty of that? I did absolutely nothing wrong. I was not in the wrong. I'm not taking somebody's plea. That's the way it works.
What's that?
So that's it. I wish you well. If you have questions, go with her. Listen to me. If you need more time on your fines, no problem. Call the court on or before any due date. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give you an extension. I don't care how many times we have to do that. Okay? Good luck. David Elwood Myers, 25B 149-844.
Good afternoon, Judge, and as I gave my name, Mr. Myers.
Mr. Myers, your name?
David Elwood Myers, Your Honor.
Did we try to take this plea before we did, didn't we?
Yes, sir. And then ultimately we did, Mr. Myers did request a jury trial. We set the final pretrial for today. We were able to reach a resolution.
Okay, so he's going to plead down to disorderly conduct, the assault to be dismissed, true?
Correct.
If you plead to disorderly person, I'm going to dismiss the assault charge. The possible penalties here are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs of all those. You understand that? Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all the rights, and we're not going to have a trial of any kind. You understand that? So, all right. To the charge, disorderly person, how do you plead? October 18 at 25 at 1:44 p.m. were you at 26291 Pennsylvania in Brownstown? What did you do that makes you guilty of disorderly conduct? Hang on. Say you what?
Gail, the one.
Who's Gail?
The alleged victim.
My aunt.
Okay, you gave her the middle finger?
Yes, sir.
Did you also tell her you were going to bust her sons and her teeth out? Talk to me. Did you say that?
Oh, I gave her the finger, you know.
Judge, he gave it the finger. Ultimately, for the disorderly judge, there was an altercation between Mr. Meyer and the complaining witness, and ultimately the police was called, Judge, because this was outside in public.
Okay, so you two were.
Judge, just a little background here to make it a little easier to understand.
Yeah.
The 26271? The
26291.
26291 address was owned by Mr. Meyer's uncle, who was married to the complaining witness.
And this was outside.
Right. And the house next door would also belong to the uncle who had passed away, left Mr. Myers everything in the house. He was in the process of cleaning that property out when this altercation happened. It was outside and it was in public.
All right, and you were yelling at her?
There were some back and forth.
I gave her the fingers. I remember pretty much what happened.
Well, tell me. Tell me.
She stole.
I don't know that constitutes disorderly conduct so far. Go ahead and tell me what you did that meets the standard. Were you arguing?
Yes, sir, I was arguing.
And were you using any vulgar language? Well, I wasn't there. I don't know. You were there.
I've had time with this woman since my uncle died. She's been at my uncle's house.
I don't want to hear it.
All right, bro.
I want to know what you did, if anything, that makes you guilty of disorderly conduct on that day, not just popping the bird. Were you yelling at her?
Yes, sir.
Using vulgar language? Were other people in the area that could hear you?
Yes.
What kind of, you don't have to say it in here. What kind of vulgar language were you using? F-bombs?
Probably.
Well, probably.
Well, yes, probably.
Most likely.
Most likely, Your Honor. Those are.
Were you drunk?
No.
Well, you don't remember, this was only 3 months ago.
Right.
Judge, Mr. Myers has some mental health issues.
Okay,
I believe that he.
okay,
I was hospitalized 2 months.
okay. So just talk to me a second. Do you think you used F-bombs on that day?
That's right.
And this was with the victim is who to you again?
It would be my uncle's sister.
So
That would be my aunt through marriage.
I see. Okay. Are you right now on probation or parole?
No,
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
no, sir.
Are you satisfied with this?
Yeah.
I'll accept your plea. I'll dismiss the A and B or assault charge. I'll refer you. Was it alcohol involved?
I'm sorry?
Alcohol or drugs involved?
No.
Pre-sentence report, sentence date. We can do this in 2 weeks. If Mr. Gaith will be here, Heather, that would be what, on the 25th?
Yes, Judge, we could do 9:30. Or we could do 8:30. It's gonna be.
Yeah, let's do 8:30. If I give them 9:30, people want to show up at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Be here at 8:30. Go down the hall, get your notice, go over to probation. You'll be interviewed, okay?
Go get your notice from the clerk's window
Thank you.
and then go to probation right across the hall.
I wish you well. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
John, can you go in Brownstown? I just want to know where all these people are. If they're
No.
I have one more, Judge, Ms. Russell.
okay,
I believe that's the last one that's waiting for me.
okay,
Okay, thanks. She heard, she's coming in.
good. We can write up no-shows on all these if they're not here. I mean,
All right, past steps that in. Ready to go. Okay, Judge. Here we go.
even the court officers are wise guys now, you know?
No.
What? How you guys doing?
I just know how you think.
Oh, say, okay.
How you doing today? Good. I just want to write these up. Do we have many left?
I'm only waiting for Mr. Hart on Cosby and then May's talking to Ms. Russell, and that's all I have.
Okay, so Mr. Hart and his client and the victim are going to be here, right? Good. I don't know why I set that so late. Why did I set that for 11:45?
I believe Mr. Hart had it out.
Okay, all right, good enough. Good, thanks. If anything else is back there and they haven't checked in, you can just write them up and we'll put them on record.
Is that the only one I have?
Perfect, thank you. Wow.
I do.
The charge operating while visibly impaired, how do you wish to plead? On April 20th, 22 at 1:02 in the morning, were you operating a motor vehicle at or near 27067 Telegraph Road in the city of Flat Rock?
Yes,
That was a business, correct?
yes.
What business?
Taco Bell.
And was your ability to operate that motor vehicle impaired due to the consumption of the alcohol?
Yes.
How much did you drink that day?
I am unclear, but I was not supposed to be doing it.
Do you remember?
What the VAC was? It was one was 0.18 and then
I think 196. All right, why were you pulled over by the police? What happened?
I left Taco Bell and the car in front of me was visibly lower. It was around 2 o'clock in the morning. I turned my headlights off. They had forgotten an item. So I never turned my headlights back. So when I went into the gas station to turn around, the officer had spotted I did not have headlights on and stopped me for that.
But you did feel intoxicated?
Yes,
And again, you stipulate that the result of 0.196 was accurate.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Plea is accepted, operating while impaired. The OWI is dismissed. Drive while suspended, dismissed. I'm gonna refer you for a screening and assessment. You'll come back for sentence at a later time. What do you have for me, Heather?
Any interest in court to school on this one, Judge?
I have no objections.
You can't let me down.
Peter.
It's not here. It's at Trenton High School.
Oh, that's cool. I can make that.
Are you sure?
Probably.
Because I'll be appreciative if you do it. I will give you credit toward any jail, court work, or community service. This appears to be a first offense though, right? Right?
Yeah.
So you're not gonna go to jail, but I need you to show up and show up on time. That's at Trenton High School. Give them a map, will you? Do you know where Trenton High is? April 30. At what time does that start?
It starts at 9, so we would need him there about 8:45.
I need you there at 8:30, okay? So you can review the report. You're running a couple minutes late for that. I can't have people show up late, so it's gonna be April 30th at 8:30. I'd like you there. Go down the hall, get your notice, go over to probation, fill out your questionnaire and be interviewed, and we'll see you back here on the 30th. How's that?
Very good.
Mr. Castillo. All right, good luck. Yoletta, Andrea, Sharice Thompson. This is file 26F264290.
Yeah, it's DOP 82378 on behalf of Ms. Thompson, Mrs. Thompson, stated. Elisa Thompson.
Okay, so we're setting a final pretrial. She was arraigned, it looks like on March 9th by a visiting judge. Right?
The judge was, but I was the arraignment attorney.
Do you know who that was, Heather? Oh, this looks
I'm looking right now, Judge.
Tabby, was it Judge?
Judge Tabby. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, it was.
All right, let's do let's give them another pretrial. That's what they want. And we could probably do the 16th. You're on my docket then, right? April 16th at what time, Heather?
We could do 10:15.
At 10:15 in the morning, ma'am. Your name again? Ma'am?
Elisa Thompson.
So you make sure you show up that day. Go down the hall, get your notice, and come on back. If you have gum in your mouth, next time you won't, okay? Good luck. Thank you. Timothy Felsen. This is 26F245696.
Yeah, the TOP 82378 on behalf of Mr. Falzone, state your name for clerk.
Timothy James Paulson.
All right, so for purposes of arraignment, does he stand mute, waive formal reading?
Yes, Judge.
Not guilty, please entered. I hope nobody's taking this as a sentence agreement. Defendant is requesting fines, costs only, no objection. You're not taking that as a sentence agreement. No,
Does it have to be?
he's got 2 drunk drivings. I don't know enough about him to commit to only giving him fines and costs. He got, I know they're old, 1 in 12, 1 in 14. That was a super drunk even.
Well, Your Honor, one of the reasons that we were requesting the fines and costs is because he is in AA, several of them.
But I'm just telling you, I'm not going along with anything like that unless I read a report. I don't want anybody to plead guilty here if they're counting on that. That's all. I'm just trying to be fair with you. I'm gonna order a screening report after this. Okay? So do you understand what I'm saying to you, Mr. Feldman?
The probation or the screening test?
I'm saying to you, I'm not likely to go along with this fines and costs. I don't want you to plead guilty if you think you're just gonna be fined and out of here. I don't know enough about you. I don't know enough about the case, but I see you had 2 prior alcohol-related driving offenses. Granted, they did 12 and 14 years ago, but now we've got a public intox, and I don't know what happened on this event, on this offense even. So I just want you to understand, you plead guilty. They might want me to do that, but I would count against it. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
So if you plead here, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. Do you understand that?
I do.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
I did.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a trial. Do you understand that?
I do.
To the charge, disorderly person, public intoxication, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you on Division near Ypsilanti in Flat Rock, March the 5 of 26 at 7:37 PM.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
did you drink alcohol on that date? And if so, what did you drink and how much?
I had 2 20-ounce, Miller Lights and 4 shots of vodka,
How big were the shots of vodka?
just once.
You had a 2.60 on this. That's 3.5 beers and 4 shots. I don't think you're getting that high if you've only had 3.5 beers and 4 shots, if they're regular shots. What did you do?
I'm sorry, they were double shots.
Okay, thank you. So you had 8 shots and 3.5 beers roughly, correct? Yes?
Yes.
All right, so then what happened?
I went to pick my daughter up from her basketball practice. I was already parked and I was consuming. And then, a guy came up to me and, saw that I was intoxicated and took my keys. At first, I didn't know who he was, so I refused, and then I gave him my keys, and he still called the police. And then, the police came and they were gonna let me go if I had a ride. My daughter had a ride. And, I wanted to see where my daughter was, and I was agitated. So, I just like walked out and I think I nudged an officer just to see where my daughter was because she was by herself.
How old's your daughter?
10.
You're driving with blood breathalyzer result or blood draw?
That's why I'm so grateful that he stopped me. He took my keys. I wasn't going, and then I realized, I'm going to ruin my life.
No wonder you guys want me to just find some costs. This is not good. You're gonna pick up a 10-year-old girl while you were over 3 times the legal limit. Are you on probation or parole right now?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
That's a 1-year misdemeanor. To drive with a child occupant less than 16 while you're drunk.
Right, I wasn't driving. I did drive.
You did drive there. You weren't gonna park the car and take her back on your shoulders, were you?
No.
This is scary to me. This is what I mean. Let me read the report. I'm gonna accept your plea. Yeah, I'm accepting your plea. Look, how old are you?
42.
Where do you work?
Domino's Pizza.
What do you do there?
Delivery driver.
I mean, you're respectful. You came with a suit on. That's more than I can say for a lot of people. Right, Ms. Patil?
Yes, Your Honor, absolutely.
But we got to get this under control. I mean, it'd be very easy for me just to find you and get you out of here, but that wouldn't be right. I'm ordering a screening. I'm accepting your plea. I'm ordering a screening and assessment. I'm going to order that you not have any contact with prosecution witnesses. I'm going to order that you not leave the state without the consent of the court, that you not violate a law, and even that you appear in court as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs, 8 and 8 3 times a week. I'm sorry. I want you on a SoberLink device. You're not thinking. You're on a SoberLink device by the end of the day. Probation will explain that to you. And I'm going to order a screening and assessment. You'll have to go get the SoberLink device today by the end of the day. And Heather, I want an order for prints. Were you ever printed? Were you printed that day?
Yes, I was.
Yes, he was. Okay. All right. That's what I'm doing. Give me a sentence date, please. Do you want to do the court to school program?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, let me explain. I don't use people as examples. I'm not going to treat you worse. If anything, you're going to get a day credit for any jail, court work, or community service. I appreciate it if you do it at Trenton High School. I'm not going to lie to you, it'd be more embarrassing. Here, you're going to have 20, 25 people typically. There, we're going to have 200, 250. I'll give you a credit, like I said, toward any jail, court work, or community service. Highly unlikely I'm sending you to jail. But I would appreciate it if you'd participate.
Okay.
You don't have to. I'm not going to treat you worse if you don't, but I'd appreciate it.
Okay, can I get more information on that?
Should have talked to you. You want to talk to your lawyer now?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not exactly sure. I'd be going to.
you're gonna go to Trenton High School. The court's gonna bring, it's called the court to school program. We do it in front of students. You're gonna be in an auditorium. And you're gonna come up on the stage and I'm gonna be up on the stage and she is and he is. And you'd be sentenced there. And the students will file in, they'll be respectful. It's gonna be a regular sentencing though. It's not gonna be any different except, yeah, I mean, I don't know how to otherwise.
You'll be at high school, correct, sir?
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah. Why, you want him to send a nice judge there that day?
You're the one.
Are you willing to do this?
Yes.
April 30th, court to school, Trenton High School. I need you there at 8:30. Please don't let me down.
No problem.
Because I only schedule 3 of these and it's quite a gap if somebody doesn't show up. So please do not let me down, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna give you a copy of the bond sheet and we'll go from there. And then you're gonna go down the hall, get your notice. Do you know where Trenton High is?
I can find it on my GPS.
Why don't you print them out a map?
I also
And-
have the address on the notice. Judge.
And then you're gonna go back over to probation, fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed, and then they'll tell you how to go about getting your silver link, okay?
Okay.
Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Pratt, Kevin Allen Pratt, 267-245-858 A and B.
Dion with TLP 8378 on behalf of Mr. Kevin Pratt.
All right, so the purposes of arraignment on the dryball license not valid and on the improper plate, does he stand mute and waive formal reading?
Yes, sir.
So then he's going to plead guilty now, as I understand it, responsible to improper display of plate. They're going to dismiss the original charge of improper plate. And he's also going to plead guilty to the charge of allowing unlicensed driver to drive with the dryball license not valid to be dismissed, correct? Sir, if you do that, the improper display is simply a civil infraction. You'll be fined. And on the allowing unlicensed driver to drive, you plead to that. It's 0 points. It won't go on your record. It is punishable by up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. And then I would dismiss the other charge. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice or rights form here today?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a trial. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any questions before I go on? To the charge, allowing unlicensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Yeah.
Were you in control of a motor vehicle on March the 2nd of 2006 Chevrolet that was being operated on Telegraph near Leonard and Flat-Rank?
Yes.
And were you unlicensed, suspended, revoked, or denied at that time? You were suspended, correct? I can't hear you.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes, done.
Were you on probation or parole on March the 2nd of 26?
Yes.
You understand by pleading guilty here, this would be deemed a violation of that probation. That probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated on that charge as a result of this plea and conviction. You got to keep your voice up.
Yes.
You still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty? Please accept of that charge. This is driveway license not valid, it's dismissed. Again, the improper display of plate, how do you plead? Responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
That please accepted, and I'm also dismissing the improper plate. I'm ready for sentence. Anything?
Your Honor, just indicated that he would need a payment, financing extra payment to the fines.
It's just a couple of weeks, please.
All right. Anything else you want to tell me?
No.
Sir, is there anything else you would like to say? 100 fines, 125 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 350 or 60 days. 350 or 60 days on that. And then on the improper display, 130. Your total's 480. Can you pay anything today?
Yeah.
How much?
I can pay 100 and I can pay the rest Monday since you guys aren't open tomorrow, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, pay it all Monday.
You sure? I can give you more time. 100 now, and I'll give you until the 7th to pay the rest. Okay, you pay. He's going to pay on the B file 130 on that, Heather, and then he's going to owe 350 on the other file. So you'll have to come in here with 380 after you pay your 100 today. Okay. Best of luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
John, you can take him over. Why, I'm curious as to why you're waiting, sir.
Oh.
You don't have to. I mean, I'm just.
Yeah, you can go probation, yeah.
Okay, first go down the hall and get your notice and then go over to probation. Cheryl Yvonne Carlton, 26R260085.
Yeah, for TOP 82378 on behalf of 05.
Ma'am, good morning, your name? So they're charging this as a criminal neglect. Your child missing over 20 days, and she's going to plead guilty to this under section 771.1 for a period of 8 months. True?
Correct, Your Honor.
Is that what you want to do, ma'am? If you plead guilty, I'll enter the conviction. I'll sentence you. And if you're complying, at the end of 8 months, prosecutor will move to dismiss, and I'll go along with that as long as you're compliant with the terms and conditions of probation. This is punishable by up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all those. Do you understand that? And did you sign, read, and understand this advice or rights form here today? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. We're not going to have a trial then. Do you understand that? To the charge parental neglect, how do you plead? How do you plead?
You want to go say?
Well, you sound like you're asking a question. Is that how you want to plead?
Yeah, because I want to just do this and.
Ma'am.
This over.
I'm just asking you again, to the charge parental neglect, how you plead?
Yes, yes.
Are you the parent of a Gabriel Carlton? How old is he?
So,
And did you allow him to miss more than 20 days of school?
with doctor's notes, because he does have health problems.
Man, I want you to listen, and I don't have a problem if you don't think you're guilty. If you have doctor's notes for the 20 days, or at least 17 or 18 of them, then I'm not taking this plea.
It was, Judge, it was 16.5 days. I believe unexcused, and then it was 20 days excused. And then there were a lot of tardy.
Did you have 16, did your son have 16 and a half days of unexcused absences?
Yes, but I was.
Wait, just answer my question. And by unexcused absences, that means you did not require him to go to school that day? Is that true or false?
That was true.
Why didn't you make him go to school?
Because I was.
Ma'am, let me finish.
Oops.
Why didn't you make him go to school if he wasn't ill?
No, he was ill with his GI and his sinus issues. And I was following the Gibraltar school, their district rules. One, to keep your child home from school sick. And I also told them to see doctors and got doctor's notes also.
If you don't think you did anything wrong here, I'm not going to take your plea. This is not, we don't want to get anything over with. And that's fine. You want me to just set it for trial, Ms. Patil? I'll be happy to.
I think you should set it for trial.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We are going to set this for a final pretrial. And then when you come back on the 16th, ma'am, you can think about it. You can talk to your lawyer, and you guys can figure out if you want a jury trial or a trial by court. You have the constitutional right to a jury. I'll give you April the 16th.
Judge, we will not have Rockwood here on the 16th. I'm sorry.
Oh, what day are we doing?
Their next date that they're here is the 30th.
Change what?
And just do this.
Judge, we went over everything.
I'm not blaming you, Ms. Patil. Ma'am, this is the United States. I'm not taking a plea of guilty from somebody who doesn't think they're guilty and can't tell me with certainty that they are guilty and establish that through facts. If this becomes that nonchalant, we're all in deep trouble.
I mean, he has got school.
Man, they think you didn't send your child to school and allowed him to stay home when he's correct. If that didn't happen, this isn't a very good charge for the prosecutor. And you shouldn't be pleading guilty to something you didn't do.
Yes.
Okay? Is that fair? Okay. So we're gonna make it April 30, final pretrial. And then you guys can talk about what kind of trial you want. What time, Heather?
We can do 9 o'clock.
At 9 a.m. Okay?
That's the final control, right?
Correct. And then if it doesn't resolve then, we'll set it for trial and you guys can figure out which way you want to go with it. Okay? Thank you. Ma'am, you can go down the hall and get your notice, please. Thank you. Tariq Anthony Kuzinski,
Miss,
22F237. 22F237131 and 18F228616A.
Deanna Patil, 82378 on behalf of Mr.
I
Kuzet.
remember him and I asked for this second file because I neglected to put it on record. So on the first file, your name, sir,
It's your,
destruction of property, you want an adjournment, right?
Yes,
So we're gonna set a final pretrial on that one. Is that gonna be the 16th, Heather?
Yes, it will be.
At
10:15.
10:15. Okay, sir. So you'll go down the hall and get that notice. On the other case, I neglected to put on the record that I was revoking his 7411 status. So I'm putting it on the record now. That's what I intended to do on the 23rd. He took care of it. He paid the fines. This is, of course, a 2018 case. But I want you to understand that your 7411 status on that charge was revoked, is revoked.
can you explain to me what that means? Joe?
Sure. You pled guilty on a controlled substance violation in front of Judge Kirsten back in 2020. That plea was taken under 7411. 7411 is a statute designed to give offenders the opportunity to keep the conviction off of their record by complying with probation. It's designed for drug offenses. You clearly didn't comply with probation. You weren't here for years. So that conviction, I just want to be clear, is going to go on your record. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the 7411 status on that one's revoked, conviction enter, and that's it. And you'll go down the hall and get your notice on the other case, okay?
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, good luck. Thanks a lot, Ms. Patil, always for your help. Rourke, or Roback, Timothy Isaiah Roback. Counsel, which one do you have?
Shock.
Yeah, but this young lady's been in here and it's her first time. She'll think I'm putting her at the bottom.
Yep, I was down the hall.
No. I'm talking about this. This is a young lawyer here that probably wants to yell at me, so I don't want to make her wait. Let me real quick take Roback. Timothy Roback. Timothy Isaiah Roback, 25F245-266. Defendant failed to appear yet again. Bench warrant and forfeit bond, 7,500, 10%. I'm just kidding in this counsel there. Alexis Smith, 26F2648078 and B. Come on up here with your client, please.
You getting my case heard. Thank you.
No problem. Your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Hannah Barron representing Alexis Smith, 5265.
Your name?
State your name for the record. Alexis.
Another lawyer that's gonna make me feel old. You got Mr. Mays and Mr. Haynes. These 85P numbers. All right. I'm just kidding. Your client's standing mute and waiving reading, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we have a charge here of disturbed the peace. That's file A, and file B is destruction of property. So she's standing mute on both, as I understand it, and waiving reading, and then she's going to plead under 771.1 for 3 months. Is that true?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes.
And then I understand the MDOP will be dismissed, right?
Yes.
So if you plead to disturb the peace here, ma'am, I'm gonna place you on probation. I'll go along with this 3-month recommendation. I'll take it under section 771.1. Who knows? I might even sentence you now, depending on what I read. And if you're compliant at the end of 3 months, the case will be dismissed. Also, if you plead to that now, I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss the destruction charge. You understand that?
yes,
All right. Did you sign, read, and understand an advice to rights form here today?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that? To the charge, disturb the peace. How do you plead?
guilty.
On March 16 and 26, it looks like it's 6:52 PM. Were you at 28503 Valley Creek Drive in the city of Flat Rock, County of Wayne?
Yes,
And were you screaming and yelling at that apartment complex, Valley Creek.
Yes.
Did this involve who was Tyrese O'Neill?
My child's father.
Okay. So this was a dispute between the two of you, right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole? And what time was this? It was at 6:52 PM about, is that correct? And you were yelling and screaming loud enough where were disturbing others in the complex? Why were you doing that?
We had a disagreement.
I know, but we can handle disagreements better than that, can't we? It
Yes.
says you were kicking his car too, but they're moving to dismiss, so don't talk about that. That case is dismissed. Was there any damage to the car, counsel?
Your Honor, again, that is being dismissed, and it's my understanding that that person is not requesting any restitution.
Is that true? Is that what Mr. Cayley told you?
Well, there's no restitution in the agreement, and it's my understanding from the reports that the person did not want to press charges.
Mr. Cayley, your name?
Roger Keeley on behalf of People City of Flat Rock. That's an accurate statement.
Dismissing this, but I still feel like I need to advise him unless he's, notify the victim on the damage, if there was damage to the car, unless he's told you that he doesn't want to appear, he doesn't want to seek restitution.
He indicated that he didn't want to press charges, Judge.
Oh, okay. Did not want to press. Okay.
Correct.
All right. Good enough. Good enough. Give me a. All right. Is your client going to grow up though?
Yes, Your Honor.
This a first offense?
Yes.
That does.
Aside from moving by driving.
Well, those are. Does she work?
Yes, she is a licensed practical nurse, and she just finished her education to become a registered nurse.
Good.
And is pending her boards. That's what's coming up next.
Great.
Yes.
So you're not going to act like this again, are you?
Never.
All right. What do you have to say in addition? Anything else, counsel?
Your Honor, we'd ask that you sentence her under 771.1 in acknowledgement of that lack of criminal history for being 33 years old without a criminal history, and her really just wanting to move forward with her education and her career. Those are extremely important to her. And we'd also ask for fines to be at a minimum. She does take care of 2 children, and really any fines are going to be very difficult for her to meet. Of course, she'll make every effort to do exactly what the court asks her to, but we'd ask for those to be at a minimum.
Ma'am, anything else you'd like to say?
Just want to say I apologize to my community, and I am truly embarrassed that I even acted this way.
Okay. You don't have to grovel. I get it. You're fine. You're fine. I need a probationary period in 3 months here, Heather. I mean, a review date. I'm going to place you on probation for 3 months. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. If you change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. I'm going to order non-reporting. Okay, so you're going to go get advised, and I'm just going to order non-reporting here. 100 fines, 50 costs, 75 victims' rights, $50 justice assessment, 60 in probation fees. So your total here amounts to $335. You pay that, you stay out of trouble. It's unbecoming conduct. You know that, so you're not going to do it again. Give me a date, if you would, Heather, for
That
review.
will put us to, we have July 9th.
No, because I'm only going to place her on probation for 3 months. So it has to be before April 2nd. So I'm sorry, before July the 2nd. So we're going to set it,
Well,
my
we
last Flat Rock docket in June.
Well, I say Judge Hudson has them on July 2nd, or do you want to do it the week prior? On
No,
June
I'll do it on my
25th?
docket before that. She's not going to violate. I can tell
Right.
by listening to her.
June 25th then.
At 8:30 in the morning. You come back on that day, you pay your fines. They'll move to dismiss, and I'll dismiss, okay? Now, how much does she have to pay today?
Your Honor, I think nothing today, actually. We
Tell
don't-
me when you can pay this. Can you pay 50 per week? You pay $50 a week, and I'm gonna begin this starting on April the 13th. How's that? And if you don't have the money, don't panic. Call the court. We'll go on Zoom, or you can walk in here, Honor, before the due date, and I'll be glad to give you an extension, okay? Wish you well. Good luck. Thanks, counsel. Nice to have you here. All right. You're welcome. Sharon Michelle Shunky, 26F245-712A and B. All right. Good morning, Mr. Haynes. How are you?
How are you today?
Not too bad. Ma'am, your name?
Sharon Zucky.
So first of all, she has a suspend, revoke, denied charge, and an operating while intoxicated, and she going to stand mute and waive formal reading on those?
Yes.
And then she's going to plead guilty to the charge of operating while impaired, according to what you and the prosecutor worked out. And the OWI and suspend will be dismissed, correct?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do, ma'am? If you plead guilty to that, the possible penalties, I'm talking about if you plead guilty to operating while impaired, the possible penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service, court costs, or all those 4 point. License suspension or revocation in accordance with your record. Your vehicle could be, or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand that? Did you sign an advice or rights form here this morning and read it and understand it? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we are not going to have a hearing at trial. Do you understand that? All right. Any questions before we go on?
Yes.
To the charge operating while visibly impaired, how do you plead?
Yeah.
On March the 15th of 26 at 12:27 in the morning, were you operating a motor vehicle on West Huron River Drive near James Avenue in the city of Flat Rock? Did you drink alcohol prior to that? And if so, what did you drink and how much did you drink?
Yes, I did. Remember, had like 3 White Claws.
Okay. Was your ability to operate that motor vehicle impaired due to the consumption of that alcohol? And if so, in what way?
Yes, it was.
Okay, how? Why were you pulled over by the police?
Tags on my car were down.
All right. Any other reason they pulled you over other than that?
Follow the report.
Okay, then ultimately you were administered field sobriety test, correct? And ultimately you were administered a PBT and then a intoxilizer test at the police station. Is that right? A breathalyzer.
Yes.
And counsel, what were the results of that?
We'll skip that to point one.
Okay. And are you on probation or parole, ma'am? Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No.
Is this the first offense?
Yes.
Plea is accepted to operating while impaired. The OWI is dismissed pursuant to stipulation. The drive while suspend is dismissed. I'm going to refer you for a screening and assessment. So you're going to go across the hall after we give you your court date. You're going to go first down the hall and get your court date, and then you're going to come back across the hall to probation where you'll fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed, okay? I'm going to, how old are you?
46.
Okay, no alcohol. Here are your bond conditions. Personal bond, $1,000. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. I'm not going to require AA right now. Screening and assessment. You'll fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed across the hall. They'll make a report and recommendation. She has other warrants here, right?
These were the paycheck and she played these with the last days.
Okay. All right, good enough. Ma'am, do you have any questions? All right, good luck to you. Go down the hall, get your notice, and then over to probation where you'll fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed, and I wish you well.
Thanks.
We didn't do a date.
Jeez. I'm telling you, I'd look really bad if you guys didn't save me. All right, what are we doing on this one?
Do you want to do April 16th or is she interested in Porter School?
No, I think I'd want a different one. I've got a couple drunk drivers. April 16th at 8:30 will be your sentencing date. Okay, ma'am? Wish you well. Anything else?
No, you're
Good luck. Okay, let's get Mr. Cayley in here real quick. Thanks, Mr. Haynes. Teasdale, Lauren Rose Louise Teasdale, 25F245343. Good morning, Mr. Cayley. How are you? All right, ma'am, your name, please.
Judge gives defendant 2 choices: fight for recovery or go to prison. A probation hearing took a dramatic turn when a defendant admitted he had stopped reporting to probation and stood before the judge asking for one more chance. The defendant accepted responsibility, explaining that his mother's serious illness had overwhelmed him. He insisted he wasn't hiding from the law and pleaded directly with the judge, saying he knew he could complete probation if given another opportunity. But the judge wasn't convinced. She reminded him that missing probation appointments wasn't a simple mistake, it was a series of choices. She pointed out that she had already given him every opportunity to succeed, including specific conditions designed to help him stay on track. Instead of reporting to probation or asking the court for help, he disappeared for months. Then came the moment that changed everything. Rather than immediately sending him to prison, the judge offered two paths. He could remain in custody for a drug court evaluation and, if accepted, continue probation through intensive treatment. If he wasn't accepted, he would be sent to a correctional treatment program. The alternative was simple: revoke probation and serve a 3-year prison sentence. The defendant chose to fight for another chance. The judge denied the motion to revoke his probation, for now, but warned him that this was likely his last opportunity. She reminded him that when probation problems arise, defendants must take responsibility and ask for help instead of disappearing. What do you think? Did the judge make the right call by giving him one final chance through treatment, or should his probation have been revoked immediately? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more real courtroom moments.